Oh, sorry. Can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me now? Thank you for calling my way. I think the thing was muted by default. Good evening. How are you guys doing? Hope your Sunday is beautiful and hope you are starting your week on a fantastic note. Welcome to Chat Room with the King. My name is Victor King and I'm very privileged to be a host. We're just going to dialogue and rub minds and share common interests. That's what this platform is for, is to, share common interests and help people become who God wants them to be in the right place of mind. Happy Sunday to you. Now, can you all do me a favor? Tolu! Voila, yeah. Can you do me a favor? Please let me click the share button. Let's just share and invite our friends. Like I told you yesterday, it's been a minute I've been online, so most of our people are not even conversant that we are here anymore. But I'm also share. About share. Hey Joe, let's invite our friends. Colleagues, just click the share buttons. I want your permission in my like a share. I don't want to do any share. Yeah. Please let us invite our friends. I'm waiting. I actually want you to. Click the share button and let us invite others. We are here. All right. Yesterday we opened a thought, looking critically. Now, shout out to all our YouTube audience. The YouTube page is growing sporadically, and I want to say thank you to every one of you who always join us from YouTube. We've been doing a little bit more now to build a better strength with the YouTube channel so we can go on, because the dimensions we are going, we want to go a little bit more professional. Can you guys hear me though? I bought a microphone for Komorani. I'm supposed to use a microphone with the sound so that you have better sound. You won't hear all the echoes and all of the stuff. But it's downstairs. I have to still go to the room to go and pick it up. I went live before I remember that I didn't use it. I have a, what do you call it? A physical. All this. I don't understand. When did they start sewing native without pockets? Àwọn native don't lack òde ẹ̀ràn fún wa lẹ́nu lọ́wọ́ta kò yéèyàn. Láì ṣe eégún gan lápò ègún ló kó ní òun lápò. Wọ́n dẹ̀ tí ń ran aṣọ native fún wa nínú kò lápò ẹgbà wa o. All right, so please let's invite others. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ now. I promise you they will like it. They will thank you for it. Right. Let's get started. So we started opening a thought yesterday, and can you guys hear me? Bomi Shebiomo. Did I call it right? Shebiomo or Shebiomo? Is it a Yoruba name or it sounds like an Edo name? Am I pronouncing it right? All right. So we opened a thought yesterday, and okay, thank you. I just want to be sure because some people will say I don't speak loud. Um, we started a thought yesterday, which I just want to conclude today because before we get back to the stretch of the week. Bàbá ti ń da gbogbo Ọlọ́run ṣàánú mi. Kí ni gbogbo pàlàpàlà máa bá swag mi jẹ́? Àbáyọ láwọn tó jù mí lọ ń pè mí dáàdì. Mo dáhùn pé kí ni wọ́n? Something is not right somewhere. And dáàdì ni mo ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ life. So we started yesterday on looking critically into this unfortunate incident. Unfortunately, I see you. Unfortunately, I mean, life happens. The story of the Faridah and Demola was a precedent that we begin to look into, not to criticize them or judge them or beat them to the ground, but to draw a lesson for each and every one of us. Because you see, gist is sweet when we are not the subject. They said jokes is always sweet if you are not the one they are roasting. But it's expedient that we get a life lesson, and it's expedient that think about shit, the senior come, learn from it. So, and that's why we started yesterday, but we couldn't finish yesterday because I don't like to stretch my shows right now more than, in fact, 1.5 hours max. The way we'll be doing 2-3 hour shows, it's not a good idea. So we want to hit it by the head. In fact, now I want to go strictly 1 hour. We hit it, and get out. You get what I'm saying? Kopay is not even profitable to me. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, so where did we stop yesterday? If you have been following. Tolu, no. Where did we stop yesterday? So I can see whether you guys are following. Don't worry, I can harass Tolu, she's my friend. But I do mean, when she's harassing me, people will not be there. What was the last thing we talked about yesterday? This is a chat room, it's not the issue. I'm not your pastor. So it's feedback and feed forward. We're communicating, you get what I'm saying? And today is a college room. The number to call is right on your screen. At any point in time, you are led to inspire us. We take contributions, your ideas. Let me make a disclaimer. Whatever I say does not necessarily establish a proven fact. It's just a personal opinion that you can either agree or disagree to. However, your disagreement, you can boil and go. That's why it's a chat room. You can share your opinions, share your experience, share your story, so that the rest, all of us can, have a good dialogue as adults and, get to learn. It's okay for us to disagree. You get what I'm saying? You don't have to agree, but, come up with your point of view, and we definitely look at it together. So yes, somebody, where did we stop yesterday? If you are not here, I know some of you are not here yesterday, possibly not here. But those of you that were here yesterday, I know Tolu was here. That one, sure backer. So we look at about 5 critical things about this story of this Faridah and Demola. Or is it the one that is not seeing comments? Let me look at it from the phone. Okay, it's the same. We look at 5 critical things. Number 1, but where we stopped was the idea of thinking that you know somebody before, you know him now. And that is the reason why you think he's a good person to date or he's a good person to marry. It never works. It's always a bad idea. Because you see, the bottom line of all of their stories was, I knew him when 20 years ago. People evolve. Life is in phases. People are in stages. People evolve. Somebody I did not see 5 years ago, and you see him now, and you assume that it's the same person you see 5 years ago. You are deceiving yourself. It's not the same person. He has changed. Even you have changed from who you used to be. There are some things you do before you don't do now. There are some things that you do now that you don't do before. The way you see life that is different from how you used to see it. So we evolve by the day. That's why you can't really think that it's because you know the devil you know is better than the angel you know. It's a rubbish proverb. A devil is a devil, whether known or unknown. It doesn't matter whether it's been seen before. Now, this is their story. Aside from the fact that clearly there was really not a bonding between them before they proceeded to marriage. One of the things that I now saw, which will be the first thing we're going to discuss today, in the story of both of them, that is kind of pathetic, is this. So this one will be number 6 because it's a continuation from yesterday, right? Is it that people are commenting I'm not seeing it, or you people are not just talking? Sure, I am. Hold on. Show me the comments in the comments. Now, this applies more to the men. Yeah, 3 things we're going to talk about today, and I'm going to address it real quick. And then I want to take opinions, experiences. You know, it's a calling show today, and the number to call is right on your screen, and I think all of us can see that. You must have heard it too many times. When they say you should marry someone that you love. How many of you agree with that? That's what we believe. I want us to communicate. Let's go. Thank you. Good students. You are a good. Yeah, he said so for real. That's true. Olayinka, you are doing well. The guy said she went from his house to marry one Tunde. So they've been back and forth pretty much. Want to hear that one turn? See finish. You see when I tell you about this, I know him before. No, now. Bosuki Raja, sister. One of the problem of that relationship why it never work. Now see finish. This one knows this one history. This one knows this one history. Hear me. You know they always say be open to your partner. Do you know that there are some truths that are just good for you to go to the grave with? I have met so many ladies. It's good. Let them know you. Tell them. You are just meeting somebody that you are trying to date. Tell them everything about you so that they don't meet, surprises. But there are certain things that are very unnecessary. I met a lady one time, and maybe that was second meeting or the third. She has told me a story of a guy she dated and how they have sex and how the guy used to have sex and how he used to do. Excuse me, I don't want to freaking know that. You dated him, fine, close it there. I was sitting there and I was looking at her. Save the details, man. I'm just getting to know you. That's some stupid stuff. Amen. We take everything into cognizance. Exactly. Ella. So the whole I've known him for 20 years is nonsense. It's nonsense. They really did not know each other more than 2 years. You know why I said so? Even the first time they said they dated, it was like 3-4 months. The second time, it was like 2 months. It's nonsense. There's no. So they are strangers to each other. And then this guy have been everywhere. went to prison, came back, and you think it's the same person. No, it's not. If only she had waited, you guys meet again, you like him, you want to marry, you are fine. There's nothing wrong in having an ambition to marry. They might say, call you are desperate. The ones who are not desperate, they are still single. So there's no point. I don't have a problem with you being a but don't bend standard. Don't break rules because of your desperation. If the way they meet, she can just leave the guy, come and sort of for like a year and a half. One, for the guy to settle down. Because this guy now, at this point, he's broke. He's just settling in. He hasn't found his feet. Poor man don't have character. You can't know the behavior of somebody that is broke and vulnerable. At the end of the day, until when he finds his feet and he can stand by himself, that's when he know what he want to. That's when you know whether he love you or not. But at this point that he's vulnerable and you are there for him, he will naturally dance to your tune. Now let me go back to the subject. You've heard when they says, or do you believe it? The saying that says you should marry somebody that you are in love with. How many of you agree with that fact? You should marry somebody that you love. Oh, I got married to the love of my life. Oh, or let me phrase it. Let me start by asking you a question. Do you agree with me that you should marry for love? The reason why you should marry is love, right? How many of you agree with that? Let me get a witness. Do you think love is, the thing, if you are in love with the person and the person, you should marry the person? Somebody that you are in love with, you are attracted to, you should marry who you love. How many of you agree with that statement? Marry who you love. Let's say something. Oh, Ella says men should marry for love, not women. That's double standard. That's not fair though. So women should marry for what, Ella? Love has to be mutual. Okay. Oyade agree that you should marry somebody that you are in love with. I agree. Yep. Kennedy Ayola say I disagree. Can you give us reason, explain further? Women should marry who they can respect and submit to. So it's not about love, it's about submission and respect. And she said it is men that should marry for love. Okay, let's hit it on the head. This applies. In fact, I agree completely with Ella. I just have a little reservation with the gender bias. I honestly don't believe anybody should marry for love. Yeah. I'm about to confuse your philosophy. Fall in love. Date for love. Have relationship for love. Don't ever marry for love. And I will explain that. Love and marriage, they are two different things that don't even join. Let's start from here. What is love? Love is a feeling of affection that is expressed and extended towards another person. It's a feeling of affection that is expressed and extended. Expression means your actions, your deed, how you feel, what you do, and all of that. Marriage is an institution of its own self. It's a partnership. It's a lifetime partnership of living together and building a future that you both desire. Is love an element in marriage? Yes. But love should not be the reason why you marry somebody. Okay, let me ask another question before we go deep. Do you believe that it is possible to love the wrong person? Do you believe? Now, yeah, and when I assure you today, the Lord commanded that men should love. Yes, you should love, but love should not be the reason why you should marry as a man. And I will explain both to you. Ella is very correct. Woman should marry a man that he can submit and respect to. A man should marry a man. A man should marry a woman that you can entrust your life and future to. A man should marry for trust. See, men have too many things going on in their life. Too many things. You see, the place of leadership for a man puts a responsibility on them. So men are naturally scattered around. You need that calming influence. Somebody that you can. Men are more vulnerable than women. A man is very vulnerable. Very vulnerable. So you need a woman that you can be sure that your vulnerability is protected. You can ensure your future in her hand. We have seen so many men that genuinely love their wife, do everything for the wife, and that is what led to their destruction. Because if you love the wrong person, if you love somebody that, if you go and love the, let's not go too far. What led to the fall of Samson? Samson was in love with a woman that her future was not secure with. That his future was not secure. So you should marry a woman that you can entrust your future in her hands. Marry, as a man, this is the word, marry your future. Marry somebody that you can see your future in her. For a woman, marry somebody, anybody that you cannot submit to. You should not marry them. For a woman, marry a man that you conveniently can submit to and you effortlessly respect. And respect is not the one you are kneeling down for. Hey, Mayor Baba, Bale Frederick. Respect is not calling him daddy. Respect is not kneeling down. Respect is not using air for somebody that is, don't shout, you say why. No. Respect is somebody that you, again, trust. Somebody that you can listen to. Somebody that you trust a sense of judgment. Somebody that you see as a role model. In fact, as a matter of fact, a man is supposed to be like, let me look for a comparative word, like a teacher, like a standard to the wife. Somebody that you can feel comfortable to be vulnerable in his hand. So it's not about love. Love is the feeling in marriage. Love is like fuel. Love is like petrol in the journey of marriage. If you buy full tank, love you have full tank in your car, but your carburetor is not good. You will not get home safely. You buy full tank, the car of the body is just painted, shara. Oh, fine gan, shara gbengbe di gbangba. But kò sí engine nínú mọ́tò, o lè délé láyọ̀. The engine gangan should be what you should look out for. Hear me as a woman. If there is nothing that you feel like you can learn or you are learning from a man, something that you can emulate from a man, that's not your husband. That is why in the olden days, in the days of our mothers, they always marry somebody that is a little bit way ahead of them. You understand? Because your husband should be like a role model, and it has nothing to do with age. Some of you, you are the one motivating your husband. You are a babysitter, adult babysitter. You are not a wife. You are a babysitter. You are the one that is scouting for opportunity. You are the one that is even talking to people for job employment. Welcome in, share, and then you go and say, mobile niggas or anything. Could pay one until my help. There's nothing wrong in supporting your husband. But if it is every good thing you do in your marriage is instigated by you, there's a problem in your marriage. You are multitasking. That's not your job. Once a woman begins to take the role of a man and the woman at the same time, submit, respectful. No, now it's the husband is the wife. Most women are not submissive to their husband because they are playing the role of a husband. So, for those who are yet to take that decision, look for somebody that you can learn from. Look for somebody that has something that you wish to have. And it is not money. Don't fool yourself. Don't get materialistic. Maybe it's eloquency, it's decency, it's how you address issues, it's mannerism, it's education. Somebody that can challenge you. That is why you see so many marriages. The woman is now studying and is growing professionally or in her business. It becomes a threat to the husband. It is because you marry a mediocre. Marry as a woman, marry somebody that can undo your vision. Somebody that your vision is not going to be a threat to. Excuse me. I hate when I hear these things. If a woman is becoming successful, you will not see husband. No, you don't need that kind of husband. No, it's wrong. So when you hear useless messages, I'm praying every day for my wife to be successful. If I marry a woman today that is extremely wealthier than me, I promise you, give me 5 years, I will catch up with her and I will exceed her. Because I will not stress you, I will not envy you. And iron sharpeneth iron. The way I will ignite and build your vision for you. See, I am made bold to say it on a live show. I am made bold to say there is nobody, and I repeat, nobody that destiny have ever brought me across to be in a relationship with that I have not impacted. Even those that I dated for a very few times, there is nobody that me have dated in my life that they will not say, he helped me with XYZ. Oh, when we dated, he did this and this for me. Oh, he gave me this idea. Me ni kobo, she buy me new. Even when I had 2 pant trousers, 1 gray pants, 1 black pants, that was all I had. And I was in a relationship with somebody that fly all over the world. My girlfriend as I then, we have holiday in Commonwealth University and travel to Paris and Colorado. And so we are not even in the same league at all. She probably might be on this show because we're good friends till tomorrow. I'm telling you, more than decades ago. But the significant importance that I'm making in her life, the entire family and my family today, her mother is a mother to me till today. A couple of weeks ago, we still talk on video call. She prayed for me, prayed. This is somebody I dated years ago. If me more relationship with she then time that people will break up and you become enemy. There is nobody I've had a direct encounter with. You know why? Not because I'm a Superman, But because I always feel pressed and have a sense of responsibility, báwo mo ṣe máa wà pẹ̀lú ẹ tí mi ò ní add value kankan? I will not even feel comfortable. I will ask you questions. What are you doing now? And how is it about it? If you want to have a problem with me, tell me about your vision. Tell me that you want to do something. The way I will constantly ask questions and try to get a progress report. How are you? How far? Have you done it? You did it today. Sometimes it might be SSO. Sometimes I feel like I do too much. Some people get angry with me. The way I will now start following up with you. Some people don't like pressure. And I feel like I mount pressure on people sometimes. But that's because that's how I feel. So marry somebody that can influence you. Sometimes it is just you knowing your weakness. Wọ́n tó mọ̀ pé lẹ́jọ́ òfò ní ẹjọ́ ní problem ayé ó mọ̀ fún ara ẹ̀. Marry somebody that can be a calming influence. Calming influence. There are people that you date that they did not fight you, they did not say, oh, but anymore. But because of their personality, you will just realize that you are dropping certain behaviors. My wife's friends, in fact, a couple of days, maybe 2 days ago, one of them texted her in a group text. They sent her a group text. Then they say, oh, we've not even been seeing you. We miss you, this. And then she when I came back from work, she was showing me and she was laughing. I said, oh, God. Now your friends will think that I'm the reason why you stopped making friends with them. But she didn't stop talking to all the friends. But there are few of friends who the only thing they do together is hang out, go to this. Like, they know every restaurant in Maryland. Any restaurant that matters, they know it. They will take themselves out, spend money, go to Jamaica, go to Puerto Rico. They do vacation like 2-3 times in a year. And when immediately she became engaged and she getting consistent and commitment is setting in her life, they just started doing things without telling her. They just started, and then when it comes to, when we started planning for wedding, she reached out to every one of them, and most of these people, not one day did they even say, don't contribute. Nobody's asking for it. To just send text, hey girl, what's up, how are you doing? How is the plan going? What have you done? Or where do you need me to come in? Not one time. So she was getting upset. I said, hey, no, there's no point getting upset. Moments like this are a defining moment for you to know who is actually your friend. And then she said, okay. Somehow, even me now, I would say, this person there was a function I'm supposed to go. And I was like, I thought you said this person is doing something. She said, yeah. I said, go now. She said, okay, she will go. But when the day come, I was like, they go again. She said, no, she don't feel like going out there. Like, all they do is just hang out and talk. That there's some conversation that she doesn't like having anymore. She walk, stay home. Walk, come back home. Walk, home. And I did not one day did I say, I don't like the friends you are working with. I don't, but my lifestyle just begin to reflect. Me, I live a triangle life. Work, house, church. That's it. Do I hang out once in a while? Yes, I do. But if I hang out, this once in a blue moon is very regulated. I don't believe that leisure should be more than hard work. Somebody that you are looking his lifestyle and you're like, oh, you can applaud. That's what you should marry. So let's get back to what we're talking about. I saw some people say yes, they agree. Do you believe that you can actually be in love with the wrong person? Is it possible to love what is not good for you? Or let us rephrase. All of you be a Christian. This is an adult conversation. How many of you have dated somebody that you know for a fact that this relationship is going nowhere? But you still enjoy the moment that time. You still just want to do it because you are just attracted to the guy or you are just attracted to the girl. Somebody that you know for a fact Bele you. Ali Parawakale. Thank you. God bless you. Many, or have you been in love with somebody before, and even you cannot be proud to say you don't even know why you're in love. You know for a fact that you're messing up, but you still do it anyway because you're just responding to emotions. Thank you, Olayinka. You can actually be in love with what is not good for you. So love cannot be the reason why you marry anybody. Thank you, Onyade. Because you've had to tell somebody that you cannot take to your family house. You know that your father will shape it for you. Someone that they cannot do party in your family and you will invite. You know in your heart. So I got some agreements. Let me ask you another question. Maybe those who are married or those who are in a relationship, or maybe you have been in that relationship before. How many of you have dated or you are married to somebody that does not look like what normally in your heart of heart you are attracted to? Let me rephrase. I love this. Glee said I did out of pity for the guy. You know, people date people for pity. Ó ti ṣe, ó ti wá, ó ti wá, ó ti ṣe, ó ti try gan. Ìyá àbọ̀bọ̀ yẹn ti suffer torí mi. You now end up dating him. Kó má lọ para ẹ̀ ṣe lọ́rùn. And I will laugh. Now, that is one. That's one side. Let's go to the other side. Have you, those who are married, is there anybody here who can be honest enough to say, I got married to a man that normal. If God give me pen and paper to write the kind of man that I really want when it comes to attribute and maybe physical attribute, maybe he's not the kind of person. Maybe where he's from, you know. You know, there are people that have standard. They can only marry a Yoruba man. There are people who can never marry something. And there's nothing wrong in having preference. So don't deceive yourself. There's nothing wrong in having preference. How many of you have dated or you are married to somebody that normally there's no way you can be attracted to this person, but you are married to the person and you are in love with the person and your marriage is working? Thank you, another Alaga. Well, Ella call it settling, but really it's not settling. You get to the point where, okay, well, sometimes it depends on how it works. He said, that's me and I regretted it. And I will explain this to you right now. You know why I asked that question? There are people who marry to somebody that they are not really, it's not really their kind of person. And the marriage work. Because love is a feeling, especially for women. Love grows. Love can evolve over time. You cannot like somebody today and you end up being the best thing that's happening in your life tomorrow if you just allow love to emanate. Because there must be more reason why you marry that person. Thank you. I love that. I love that. Love and marriage, they are two different things. Love is a fuel that keeps the marriage going. There are other things that are the engine. Now, why am I giving all this assertion? Is the number 5 thing that we need to talk about, which is, don't you ever mistake love for marriage. I will say some things that might not be touchy to you right now. Unfortunately, it is Sunday. There are people that are relationships that are called transitional relationship. They can go deeper. There are certain relationships that are called transitional relationships, and if you are in it, you have to recognize it so that you don't lose out eventually. Transitional relationship are relationship that, you know, when they say a woman can be with the wrong guy only to wait for the right guy. There are some people you are in a relationship with now that are just in a relationship with them for the time being. There are some men in your life, they are John the Baptist, they are not Jesus. They are just to prepare you for Jesus. And just to announce, to keep you busy. You get it? Now, if you don't recognize that, you will miss the purpose and the possibility of meeting the right person. You understand what I'm saying? You will literally miss the purpose of getting to meet the right person. Let me tell you this. There are so many women right now. Ladies, listening to me. There's probably this couple of people on this platform right now. You see your dream husband, the man that God has ordained for you, is around you. Some of you are denying yourself a fulfilled life because of that relationship that you for yourself know that this one is going nowhere. Once you begin to, your heart is shaking. You are feeling like it will work today, it will not work tomorrow. It will work today, it will not work tomorrow. You will fight today, you will break up tomorrow, and then you will make up next week, and then you will fight. The endurance is no life way. It's not there. Once you see people somebody will have liver to have a whole Facebook account. When I see those things, it bothers me. You will have a whole Facebook profile like this, and they will say relationship status. They will put is complicated. You are either in a relationship or not. There is no such thing as it's complicated. If it's not if it becomes complicated, you are not in a relationship. Walk away. And you are so foolish to even put that in your profile. And there are so many of you listening to me right now that is in a complicated relationship. And you let it remain. Guess what? How will another man come if you continue to hold on to that complication? How? Will somebody else ever show up? There's so many people who have denied themselves the possibility of meeting the right person. In fact, there's so many people who have lost the right person because they held on to the wrong one. If you're in a relationship and you realize that it's becoming complicated, that's transitional relationship. It's transition. It's just supposed to lead you to your and it is men like that will not go, they will not stay. They are the ones that know how to watch people around. Mommy, you and Morgan, how are you doing, man? They are the ones that know how to turn themselves to monitoring spirits. You will show up everywhere you are going. They are the ones that they will call, they know all your friends' phone number, they will call them, they will do this. Those fashion family. How can you be in your 30s? Not to talk of to 40. You are in your mid-30s. And you are still in a relationship for 5 years with one man. Change upon share. If he did not talk about marriage in 6 months, he doesn't have any plan for you. Yes, I said what I said. I didn't say if he did not marry you. Hey, Fumi, how are you doing? If he's not talking, I didn't say you have to marry in 6 months. But at least there should be conversations. You should start talking future. If all you share in a relationship in your 30s is he buy you gifts, he take you out, he give you help more. That's all your relationship is involved. You possibly don't have a marriage plan. But if you, and there's nothing wrong with that though, if you are not planning to marry, fine. But if your intention is marriage, then you don't know what you are doing. That one is transition. It's not doing you bad though. It's not, maybe it's not cheat on you, it's not doing anything. But that is not the person. I agree on book that they love it. Love and marriage, they are extremely different things. Now let's get back to our precedents, to our case study. Do I think that Faridah loved Demola? Yes. To be honest, do I really think that Demola loved Faridah? Thank you. Do I really think that Demola loved Faridah? Yes. I honestly think so. You might not agree, but I really think so. But what was the problem? They are in love with each other. But whether you like it or not, they are a bad idea for each other. They're not good for each other. For so many reasons. For so many reasons. One, somebody who have known so many of your mess, so many of your flaws. Oh, your way. Somebody that you are dating and you have to go and have a discussion with him to say you have changed. Don't worry, all those life is in the past. You think men they believe? See, women have faith. If there's anything God created that has a lot of faith, that believe things, women. That's why you see there are more women in church than men. Women have faith. Women believe. Women are believers. Men are doubting Thomas. Men don't believe shit. No, it's not about love at all. Their love might even be enough. The girl was extremely in love with him, I think, and I believe so. But they are a bad fit. Bring my what? No, I'm fine. Thank you. It's not about love at all. There's no way they will work it that it will ever work. Why? It's a bad fit. Bad fit. Complete bad fit. One, they are stranger to each other, complete stranger. Faridah, live life. But she has evolved. Put in the work. God don't bless her. She don't turn to bangba. Then this guy, no. Èèyàn kan bá dé wúrẹ́, èèyàn kan á jágùn tán. Àwọn ènìyàn bá company. Kò lè ever work. There are certain values you look for when it comes to taking a decision. Like I said, love is a feeling. Marriage is a decision. They are two different things. Now, the decision you take over your feelings is what is important. Put your feelings under check. I like this person, yes. Okay, first ask yourself, if I'm thinking of a father for my unborn children, will I want this to be the father of my children? Okay, if that is complex, do I want to have a son that is like this? Because your boyfriend or your fiancé is a grown representation of what your child will be or will look like. So, gbàdúrà kó bírú ẹni lọ́mọ is what you should ask yourself. If your answer is no, then that's not your husband. Somebody right in your face. Women do some things that are annoying. Right in your face. Right in your face. You are going out. Something happened at the bus stop. Conductor has come down from his car fighting. Mumu, you think he's protecting you. You are happy. You are feeling good that you married Bashadi. Mutigbo. Geno, Akuma Modu D. The person that is fighting for you will still fight you. Right in your face is talking anyhow to his younger sisters and calling them names. Who the hell are you? And it's funny how women always think that they can change a man. You will never change a grown man. A stick is bent when it is fresh. One of the major problems in so many marriages is that women want to be the wife and the mother at the same time. Don't mother any man, go to work. How much change? Can you go? Oh my God, my God is in your mother. Oh, women, a man funny. You will open your eyes like this. Do you think that you pray to have a son like this? Do you pray to have this as the father of your children? Now, this one is particular. The one that is the biggest problem are single mothers. That is more delicate. As a single mother, you are trying to find your feedback and be in a formidable relationship. Hopefully, get married. You are dating somebody that is toxic to be around your children. What is wrong with you? Now you are dating this man. He's in your house. You have to go out. You are afraid that your children are at home with him. What kind of human being are you dating? Why are you in that kind of relationship? Somebody can't leave your child with. Come when they ballet. You single mother, you are bothering about taking care of your children, work, children. You still now date a man that you still be waking up in the middle of the night to check his phone and see who is texting, who is calling. Look of a cuckoo hypertension. It's not worth it. That will take me to the next thing. Test character. That's number 6. Test character. What's the first thing we said? Love should not be the reason why you marry anybody. There's more. There's more. There's more. If you cannot trust your future with him, it's not your husband. If you cannot trust your future with her, that's not your wife. Number 6, test character. Live love now. Like I said yesterday, you are an adult. Everybody needs somebody. Loneliness is not good. If it is that you carry anybody, keep it at this and that. So many of you, okay, before I go to the next one, some of you don't know how to define relationship. You know, that's where we started yesterday. Define it. If it is not said, it does not exist. They told you are just in a relationship with this person. Kò ìpọ́sẹ̀ méjì. Wọ́n ló ti ń process orí DP. O ti ń ṣe adé mi, ẹ̀fẹ́ mi, kíndìnrín mi, ọba máa wà dáadé orí ẹ̀ máa fọ́ dànù. You are the one that love is shocking. And Yoruba know how to abuse that word. Ọkọ mi, ọkọ mi. Ọkọ mi, ọkọ mi. Okay, there's nothing wrong in show of love. But the problem is, o ti ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ òun ṣe kòtẹ́, òun ṣe gbín, òun ṣe pánlá, o ti ń ṣe. Don't do wife duty as a girlfriend. So that when this relationship end up breaking, you will not pàdánù. Okay, wọ́n la dé ẹ̀gbọ́n dé. You will not lose out. Do not do the duty. Let me tell you, the safest way to be in a relationship for anybody, but I'm particularly for single mothers, take baby step. There are stages in relationship. Most times, women especially, you know how to jump gun. And this is why you are in 6 miles. The person you are in a relationship with has not even taken a mile. You will now feel that you are by yourself. It is you that caused it. The guy is not a cheat. That same guy is faithful to somebody else. Do you know that men's character is not the same to every woman? How many women here knows that? Oh, somebody did not tell you. Let me give you the expo. A 419 to this woman is a faithful man to another woman. Are you aware? I'm talking of real men. I won't come back to you. Anytime, morning, noon, night. Talk about dead body, that's not the kind of man we're talking about. When Oshi has become a personality, that's not the one we're talking about. But do you know that male character is different? The same man that somebody else divorced to say he's not caring, that same man is a Ramsinois to another woman. No? That same man will marry another woman. And in fact, some of you are training a man now to be a better man for the woman that will marry him. Don't be a tool. And do because I find about a disease, you will end up making him realize what is missing in his life and then losing for another woman to now find him as, a polished man. Okay, sorry, Adua. I was saying, ọmọ wo ló máa fẹ́ future husband mi tó máa fọ́ àti ẹ̀ láti kọ́ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ọ̀run gbé ìpàdé ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí sọ́ọ̀dì àdúrà orúkọ Jésù ẹ̀mí mímọ́ o. On a more serious note, men's character is not the same to every woman. No. There are some women that you are helping another woman now to bridge the man is going to end up getting married as a good man. And there are some of you, somebody else is training your man now. Farabalẹ̀ ó ń bọ̀. Somebody fọ́ àti ẹ̀ lọ́hùn ó máa realize àwọn kankan. Some of you, your husband is a good man. He's a very good man. Kò kan àkànkò wọn fi love wọn fi bonding wọn fi love training. So he's not used to giving. He's not used to, show of love and affection. Ó ní dẹ̀yàn kan, ó ní dẹ̀mọ̀ òwìrì kan tó máa bílẹ̀ pa. So tó bá ti kú, ọmọdé wa fọ́ àti ẹ̀ tó ti sún bẹ́ẹ̀. Gbẹ̀ẹ́ni gbàdúrà kò mí tiẹ̀. So gbogbo ẹ̀kọ́, okay, àdúrà prayer point mi tún rè. Ọkọ tí mo máa fẹ́ gbogbo ẹ̀kọ́ tó yẹ kó kọ́ kó tó pàdé mi tí ò fi ní yọ mí lẹ́nu tí ò fi ní dìṣòro. Ọ̀rọ̀ jẹ́ kó kọ́ kí n tó pàdé ẹ̀. So that ní máa ṣe experiment. I'm getting too playful now, but let me get serious. A woman determines a man's character. Because you see, what you permit will exist. I want to go to the next one, but I want to emphasize this. Well, I have had this question so many times that I have to attend to. Somebody said, must everyone marry? If that is a question, if it's not rhetorical, if you asked me, must everyone marry? No. And you know why I said so? The word must that begins with it is why I said no. Is it a must for everyone to be married? No. In fact, I believe convincingly that there's no way in this life there are so many people that will die single. The question is, must it be you? Obviously, some people, even if they want to marry, they will still not be married. Even if they marry, it will not last. And I will tell you why. Larger part of it, character. Larger part of it, issue. Larger part of it, agídí burúkú inú. But if to answer that question, must everybody marry? No. But should everybody be married? Absolutely yes. Everybody needs somebody. I repeat, everybody needs somebody. You can be complete by yourself. In fact, I have said it many times. You should not marry a man or a woman in order to complete you. You should be self-sufficient for yourself. You can be self-sufficient for yourself. But trust me, that's why I always say marriage is not an achievement in life. Marriage should not be an ambition. The way we mount pressure on ourselves is the problem. It's not the marriage. Hear me. Marriage in itself is a beautiful thing. It is an auxiliary to life. It had colors and value and ease to your life. So the problem is not marriage. The problem is how we attend to it. Our perception about marriage is the problem, not marriage. We should not see marriage as an achievement. It's not an achievement. It is value to life. So everybody needs somebody. Life is beautiful when you are sharing with somebody who respects you and believes in you. You can be complete and think you're okay, you're perfect by yourself, but trust me, when you find somebody who will believe you and respect you, you will be better. So I say to anybody, don't close your window to the possibility of it. But don't carry sideboard on your head. Say, I must marry. I got to marry. Or I don't even like that word, looking for husband. It's not your job to look for. Package yourself. Be strategically positioned. Be friendly. Somebody break your heart 10 years ago. You are still angry till now. Everybody that meets you needs anger on you. No, calm down. So be strategically positioned. Be approachable. Be friendly. Enjoy life. Date. Go on a date. You don't know call. You don't have to marry. In the process of dating, somebody will meet you and see value in you. Before you know it. That's it. That's how to find a partner. That's how to find a partner. But I am looking for... One of the problems I had when I was in the process of dating is me meeting ladies and we get to talk, and I'm meeting you for the first time or the second time, and you're asking me so what after normal question, what do you do this? And then you're asking me, so what's your plan? My plan how? What's your plan? What do you want from me? As per who are you? What do you want from me? What's your intention? Are you planning to settle down, or you just want to date, or you are just playing around on the first date, second date? Let me tell you my own red flag for hungry, tasty women. I just meet you, we just getting to talk. Any woman that say this thing to my head, don't think I'm desperate to. Me, I'm not desperate for man. Don't think I'm desperate to. I know for sure that you are freaking desperate. The woman that's not desperate, she's at peace. She's not worried about how you perceive her. Any woman that just go, I'm just saying, you called me to say hello, I respond. Incidentally, you are the one that called me first again the next day. They say, take me. I call you that, and then the next thing is, don't think I'm desperate too. You are freaking desperate. Some of the communications, don't be too conscious. You are meeting me for the second time. I don't post you. You are asking me what is my plan to settle down. How? With who? When I come to you, did I say I want to marry you? I say I like you. Let us be dating. You are already asking me marriage questions. And then you come back and tell me that I am not desperate for husband. Though. You are desperate. In fact, you are not only desperate, you are thirsty, you are hungry. And most women do. You are listening to me now. You know you do this thing. I just want to know now. Single women, inferiority complex want to kill you. You are meeting somebody first and second time. You are deselling yourself to a man that like you. You are just meeting and told him, what's the plan? You know me, I'm a whole package, because I have 3 children, no, and anyone that will marry me and my children. You know, come. Shut the name. So, welcome to what to say. You go to the background check. Tell him 9 out of 10 times he knows before he even come to talk to you. Some things are better find out than talked about because it doesn't represent you well. Okay, you are meeting a man that is asking you out. You are gisting, and in your discussion, you are saying, sometimes you think those things are fashionable. Because you people you always loud women supporting men. Now men they support me back. Just me hearing you saying things like that, I know that there's no happiness in your life. And trust me, the first thing that a man looks for or wants in a woman that he wants to marry is peace. Every man wants a woman that gives him peace. And guess what? You can't give what you don't have. If I cannot see peace in your own life, how do I expect you to give me peace? I wish this is a church that can say to your neighbor, Farabruku Bale. Stop being angry. Stop being pressured to a level where it begins to affect your attitude. Let's go back. Test character. That's the number 6 rather. Test character. Now let's go back to the story of Demola and Faridah. Everything that actually happened in reality in this relationship or in this marriage, both in the relationship and in the marriage, because the relationship doesn't even exist in my eyes. Like I said yesterday, there was none of part of their story that says don't come by lower toast. But they after many years, on them for and before you know it, they are planning wedding. So when did they date? When were they in a relationship? And then even the dating ogun ni lọ́tùn lósì lókè nílẹ̀ ogun ìjàmbé ìjàlọ. Sister, I have said it yesterday. Any relationship you are in now that you have to be fighting people because of your spouse, it's not of God. Go on there. Because I'm protecting my husband. Vigilante ni ẹni tí o fẹ́ jà kú ni. Kúrò ń bẹ̀. Life, marriage itself has its own burden that comes with it. Don't still transfer something inside your marriage. My friend said something I didn't like. He said something about my husband I didn't like it. But don't fuck with it. Even if I don't like the guy, did I say anything? On Jack, they know each other before. Do they have a relationship? They dated for 4 months one time. They dated for a couple of months the second time. And then they have not seen each other again. They've known each other 20 years ago. The guy, the baby moved to Eko, Benity lost to one US, went to prison, came back. They are strangers. You don't know each other. Knowing somebody's name and knowing his face and knowing his family is not an indication that you know him. Test character. That's the number 16. Everything that happened in this marriage, do you know that if you take a time to take a deep breath and analyze it, you know that they are inconsequential things for real. Those ones now, they already win. But do you know that you will struggle to really find out kilo really shell to break up here? Can somebody remind me? Because you know you will almost struggle to put your finger on it. The only thing that you can underline that destroy that marriage is character traits, which is why I choose not to take side with either of them. Àwọn méjèèjì wọ́n bí wọn tura wọn bí. The two of them have problem. The two of them have character problem. Ordinarily, if tó bá jẹ́ àwọn èèyàn tó ń bí ire tó tún rẹ̀ ìbí láwọn méjèèjì, this marriage will still work. It might not be the perfect marriage, but it will still be functional and it will still work. I promise you that. My sister, that guy you are dating, because he's in love with you, he talks right with you, he talks well with you, he treats you right, he doesn't abuse you, he doesn't beat you, good luck to you. But you are opening your eyes. You see the way he's talking among his friends. Wait until when he hangs out with the boys and see how he talks. Wait until he goes to his family house and he's talking to his younger sisters. Look at how he's handling his own life. Gbọ́ mi dáadáa, èèyàn tí ó ń fi ayé ara ẹ̀ wá rough. You are dating a guy. Within 2 years I have dated him. Ó ti fi mọ́tò l'accident bí ẹ̀ẹ̀mejì. Bó ṣe máa fi life l'accident nìyẹn. Rough, reckless. You are dating a guy that it is when you go to his house, you pick his boxer here, pick his shirt here, he's disorganized. He cannot even take care of his own self. If you don't go there and do, maybe shout on him to do laundry, he will not do it. Or it is you that do it, sorry, the laundry woman. If he cannot organize his own self, how do you think you will organize your life? You can't give what you don't have. Test character. You are dating this guy, this man. Kò ní ìtìjú ẹyọ kan báyìí. Kò sí nǹkan tí ò lè sọ, kò sí nǹkan tí ò gba inú ẹ̀. Kò sẹ́ni tí ò lè wojú ẹ̀ jùlọ bá ẹni yẹn ó nice gan until ìbínú ẹ̀ náà ni problem. That will take me to the next one. Ìbínú yẹn náà ni problem. Do you know one of the things that I hate when I hear women say? Have you ever heard a woman say this thing? Ebi bí mo ṣe wà yìí, sí ìgbọ́ mi dáadáa. I know some of you are here who say the same thing. Meanwhile, I keep it 100. I don't like keeping things in my mind. I say it the way it is. Meanwhile, that's the thing. See, our man we are the most honest person. How many of you have friends or you say it's you are hearing me? I'm a very sweet person. People always just think that I'm wicked. People always talk, but we are the softest and the nicest person. We just don't like to take bullshit. We are the most sweetest person on earth. I'm one person like I'm gonna do me fun your jebat, but me can like cheating. I just keep it 100. Oh God. You are giving grounds to your bad behavior. Àníwà àbàjẹ́ wà lára ẹ̀. Don't sọ pé ìbínú nìkan náà ni, but you are a sweet person. Who cares about your sweetness? It's like somebody building a house and using a caterpillar to drive inside of it. Your good virtue is inconsequential if that little bad behavior is what is destroying it. Because guess what? People don't remember the good things you do. They identify you with the bad one that you do. Stop giving up for your bad behaviors. People evolve. You can work on yourself. Before we go into a partner, you as a self. Maybe God want to deliver somebody today. You've been in so many relationships, in, out. You are changing relationship like Ankara. And you would have not stepped back one day to see, what am I doing wrong? Are there things in me that repel? I want to be what do you want in it? What do you want in this relationship? Because the young career, the magic content what my salary. Show the rain to John get to do it. Two bad of FJC again. All this philosophy of once they sleep with you, they will run away. They did not run away because they sleep with you. They run away because the only thing that is good about you is your vagina. There's so many bad things that are surrounded with you. That's why they run away. if there is value in you, when they enter you, they will come back. Every man has one God-given ability. They know a good woman when they see one. All those self-hyping you are giving yourself. Why? I'm a very good person. Because you are not lying, no? Yes, that's true. But agídí burúkú yìí ńkọ́, ìjà tó jẹ́ pé kò dẹni tó lè sọ pé káì. Now, somebody is this supposed to be a question? Can coded relationship lead to marriage without knacking each other? Because some men will jackpot with no knacking. Okay. The question is, if it is called coded relationship, I'm not so familiar with that kind of terms, but I think I know what you're talking about. Nobody knows you. So, me as a man, let me ask you. You know me, I'm not a pastor. But let me be honest with you. So me and you are in coded relationship. What is coded relationship? Man. So why would I be in a coded relationship with you and we are not knocking? Excuse me, what are you talking about? What are we doing? I'm just codedly coming to visit you and codedly all of them on Netflix and then what are we doing? Because if it is a profound relationship, yes, you are talking. But if you are in a coded relationship, coded is coded, and you're our doing. Why should I not knock if I'm in a coded relationship? Except I don't know what is coded relationship again. Which one is coded relationship? I'm sorry, I've never been in any coded relationship, so but I know what you're talking about. Man, body and leg, although he hurt my eardrums, but sometimes I run into a video. So I know she used to talk coded and all of this. I know what you're talking about. Why is it coded relationship there is no knocking? Me, I believe that coded relationship is that you have not find anybody. So that's why it's coded. So that Uncle Kong will not be around you and be chasing other good men away. So if it's a coded relationship, it's because you don't want anybody to see you with this person. Because you don't intend to marry him. But to keep body and soul together, I don't show puta. So later she didn't knock. If we run it, we walk away now. What do you think he is? Disciple? It's not a babysitter now. What is he supposed to be doing to you? If you are in a coded relationship with somebody, or my foil. You will run away now. I will run away too. Yes, I will run away too. There's no way. See, Olu told me the problem is this. Most time women don't define their relationship. Men will be quiet and be looking at you like this. Like I said, I was explaining the other time. There are phases in relationship. What I have seen too many times is that relationship starts, the woman has run 8 miles. The man is just walking slowly on 1 mile. You know why? You are the one that is running on your own. Like I said yesterday, so many women are dating themselves. You are in a relationship with yourself. Because you are in a relationship with somebody that is not in a relationship with you. This is the problem. Because of your own taste. Most times, because somebody has made marriage an ambition to you. That ideology. That's why I said marriage is not an ambition. Marriage is not a life achievement. It's what add colors to life after, while you are achieving every other success in life. You get it? Now, you are just getting to meet this person, he asks you out or you ask him out or, you should be in a talking stage. Take baby step. From talking stage, you now get into, familiarizing, and then you start having a relationship. Give room for you to build friendship first. Don't jump the gun. Me, I'm not getting younger. I cannot just be dating somebody. You know how many times I've heard women say that nonsense? I'm talking to you. You see, I suffer small when I was, trying to date. You meet somebody, exactly when you are a grown man, as a man of certain age, it's so difficult to find the right woman. It's almost like every man you meet, they are angry with their life. It's annoying. Meanwhile, I have fears. I'm coming from somewhere. I've dealt with so much. All I want is peace. And then I'm meeting anger. No, I will run away. Now you get me to meet somebody and you're just talking. And she's saying, what is your plan in life? What do you want for this? Because me, I'm not getting younger. Everything that comes out of their mouth is self. Me, I'm not getting younger. I cannot just be dating. I have to know what I'm doing. I just want to settle down. And after you see all of these things, you now come and tell me that, me, I'm not desperate. Don't look at me like I'm desperate. You are desperate. You have told me that you are desperate. If we just get to meet 1 week, 2 weeks, you're telling me your life, your ambition, I just want to settle down. I don't have time to just be dating somebody. I'm not getting younger. I'm 42. And I have responsibility for my children. Why do desperate? So you have to back spend the guy if making too much desperate. Oh, desperate now. You are not only desperate, you are tested and you are angry. I'm not the reason why you are not married at 42. And you need to understand that. Don't put the burden and the problem of your previous relationship on an innocent man. It's not your problem. It's not the reason why you got divorced. It's not the reason why you broke up. It's not the reason why you are still single, whichever way. Whether you are single, whether you are divorced. I don't care how old you are. If you like 50 years old, they make on show life way. Some things are better not said. Don't put that ambition in your head. That is mounting pressure. This is the reason why you end up being lied to. And this man that is seeing your big yash, and you are talking about, I just want to settle down. What is this? Okay, what is he going to tell you? The man that is attracted to your yash, and you are saying, I just want to know what do you want? What do you want to do in this relationship? You do want to settle down, you are just still talking. Because me, I'm not getting young. I don't have time for games. I just want to settle down and be married. What do you think I will tell you? I know now. You are asking to be lied to. I will tell you, oh yeah, no, I want to be married to, I will marry you. I didn't lie to you. I tell you what you want to hear. You see how women make themselves vulnerable to lies. You are pressuring me to lie to you because I want you. And you are putting an ambition in my face. I will give you a statement like that. That's what you are asking for. Oh, I'm supposed to say, no, I'm not talking of marriage now, I'm still dating. So that you cannot pick my call tomorrow. Let me think before I don't mind me. Show wine. No. There is no man that see a woman today and is thinking of marriage. It's a nonsense talk. All these motivational are the one destroying so many women's life. That's the guy is telling you rubbish. There is no man that meets you and is thinking of marriage. No. He wants to meet you first. Give room to build friendship. Is it a problem that you cannot build friendship with a man? Is it a problem? Build friendship, grow. So at this moment is when you are testing character. You know that's what we're talking about. Test character. Somebody that you cannot. Some of you are dating somebody. You don't know just one person like this with him. No family, no friend. Exactly all of you abroad. He will tell you, all my family are in Nigeria. Or on the phone, Abby, or on FaceTime. You have never seen it. He completely put you in the hiding and is promising you marriage and you believe it. How dumb are you? He doesn't have anybody. And you are comfortable. And you believe that I love you. You want to marry you. No, now, won't share it now. If it is got that relationship like Chikpelu said, It's fine. If that's the stage you are. Ẹjọ́ máa gbádùn ara yín, but má ní plan fífẹ́. Somebody that you cannot, that is his talking stage. After getting to attraction, then get to a stage where you are talking, then build friendship. That is when you begin to see the value in him. You begin to show your own value too. You see value, you see value in him, and then you get into a relationship. Now, at this stage, the relationship, back there, at this stage, before you move into relationship, there have to be an agreement. There have to be a conscious and intentional agreement. That was in the story from Faridah and Demola. I didn't hear anything like that. At what point did they decide to marry? How many of you listened to their story? Did you hear anything like that? No, they just plan wedding. I have seen a generation of people who plan so much, who invest so much in planning wedding, but do nothing in planning marriage. People do in this generation, you invest so much energy, time, and resources in planning for wedding, but nothing in planning for the marriage ahead. What a wasteful life. See, there's so many things that was speeded up in that relation, in that story. They meet, the guy came from prison, and then they call her, and then they meet, and that same day, he slept the night, slept for days after then, and then the next thing you hear in the story is they were now planning marriage. When did he toast you? When did you toast him? We didn't hear that part. At what point did you make a decision to marry each other? The woman workaholic. Could it work now? It has to be intentional. So most times women jump gun. Men does that too. You like him, he like you, he toast you. You guys have been talking. And you talk 1 or 2, 3 times. It's okay. You are adults. I don't know. You understand? Don't deceive yourself. But then there have to be a conscious, intentional time where you both sit down and take a decision to now be in a relationship. I didn't even say marriage. That's why you now say you are courting. At this point, you want to know more than just him. All this, initially, you are just investing in knowing him, knowing his character, knowing his value, knowing his goal. Once you are in courtship, you want to know more than just him. Now you want to know his family, you want to know his roots, you want to know his vision. You want to begin to say, before, in the relationship stage, you are just getting to know him, he's getting to know you. In courtship, you are synergizing that knowledge. The value in this, value in this, you are synergizing. Even at this point of courtship, you are not still obligated to marry. One of the problems that so many of you make, which is the last thing I'm going to talk about, is that you get in a relationship and you have been in a relationship for long, or the relationship is becoming pronounced, everybody know you. You are a person that's been announced, you have been posting it. In fact, I am not a fan of all this posting. Òun ṣe adémi sórí tó bá rọra farabalẹ̀, tó rọra study relationship yẹn, tó invest in a relationship yẹn, tó mọra yẹn, instead of you creating an impression, invest in the relationship. Concentrate in knowing what you need to know. See, adémi, you will be fighting the man. I post you don't post me. At 35, at 42, Auntie Agbaya, are you supposed to still be in that kind of mindset? He did not post me. I post you on your birthday. He did not post me. We're in a generation of where people value impression more than reality. To relationship, don't concentrate on building a future. If that is your mindset, come out there, relationship go work even at courtship stage. She was there, to continue onto the next verse. But at 2 weeks, you don't think me, kidding me, filami. How are 4 hearts here? You're not struggling to deal with the pain. You are not in pain because you lost him. Most times, women are not heartbroken because they lost the guy. They are heartbroken because they have to deal with the shame of the people who have been aware that they're in a relationship. Relationship is between two people. Live in pressure. Face reality. It's not how many people that know that your relationship that matters. It's you knowing what is there for you. Test character. Don't drop gun. You need time to pass through all of these stages. Now, from talking stage, you are not in a relationship. Now, when you are not in a relationship, you are now getting to synergize your value. You begin to build, think of things together. That's when you can now be talking of, that's when you are now talking of marriage. I didn't say marry you. You are talking. What do you get his philosophy, his ideology about life. Understand his faith, understand how he thinks. He understands you too. Give him room to understand you. Give him room to know you. Give him room to believe you. You get what I'm saying? Then you get into courtship, where you're now you are now planning marriage. Families, synergize, and all of those things. And then you can marry. At this point, you will not jump from a top ladder. Even if it doesn't work, you can just pick yourself up. If you fall, if there are 7 steps like this, if you're on the first step and you fall, but if you move to 7 steps, to you fall, the ripple effect, the damage that will be done to you, will be high. But if you take relationship steady, taking 1 step at a time, there is no way it all can last. There is no way you will have not detected things that will make you decide whether you should go back or continue. All the red flag will have been evident enough. In fact, the emotion that is leading, the one that your clitoris is misleading you, you have been sleeping with the same person, it won't be that shocking you. Some of you now, you've been single for a long time. And I understand, it's not easy. But don't invest emotion, so that you will not be led by emotions. Your common sense will be in reality. Some of you are planning marriage with somebody that is seeing you as a side chick. You met you in party, met you through a friend, you guys talk, you guys taking you out 2 times, at the fora in there, block one, show some bear for. I have seen women assume too many things. Did he ever tell you that? This man that you are, it is you that you say, but brother me sorrow, brother me in Japan, mommy me put in Shumaki one. Should he ever suffer a Unfortunately, this is where the problem is. Exactly Yoruba relationship. Yoruba only words for dating. Yoruba only words for relationship. Yoruba only have words for marriage. So if I want to say, I want to date you in Yoruba, what will I say? Baby, mo fẹ́ fẹ́ Ọlọ́run. Ọlọ́run mo fẹ́ fẹ́. Ṣé mo parọ́ mi parọ́ náà? But what I'm saying is I want to date you. Tó o bá gbé yẹn tó gbé, ìwọ tó sọ pé wàá fẹ́ mi, ò ń bẹ́ ni o. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's no Yoruba word for dating. There's no Yoruba word for relationship. So, he said, let that be my dad. He want to take me, mo tó sọ pé ó fẹ́ fẹ́ mi. Kò sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. In fact, wọn kì í sọ pé èèyàn fẹ́ fẹ́ èèyàn. Wọ́n máa ń act ẹ̀ ni. You will now sit down. There must be an intention. There must be a deliberate action. One time, one day, one moment, where he comes to you and says, I think I want to spend the rest of my life with you. And that is after dating or after relationship, at the day that you are in a relationship. Don't jump gun. Give room for this man, this woman to know you. Give room for yourself to know her, to know him. Give room. Don't let anybody pressure you. Don't let your honey, the honeyness around you, be pressure you. Don't let your age pressure you. Oh, all men are there, all men are there. Relationship don't work. All this relationship thing, this marriage, you got a tired person. In this same life where you are complaining, in your early 40s, and mama 55, they are still getting married to a new husband, they are settling down, he's working for them. So you are just deceiving yourself to come and go by general stupid opinion to tell you that all men are the same. Hey, yeah, me, I've come on my mind in men business at 40. God will punish you. You will not live long to like 90 years. Do you know how many years you are going to be on every night? Don't deceive yourself. You are making grounds for your bad behavior. We are not saying bad men does not exist, but good one exists. It is you. You want to go and be that one. You want to go check again. What is in you that is attracting Olori Buruku men? Hello? Don't always just say, this is my person. Any man that will marry me more, marry me the way I am. I'm not ready to beg anything. And don't be bad, I know the man she be. I'm not the same person I used to be. We evolve every day. Be open-minded to be true to yourself, to criticize. You should be the number one critic of yourself. Because sometimes you just keep saying men are deaf, men are deaf. You are the problem. And sometimes it's little things that you did not even concentrate. Somebody, I'm a nice person. If you have to tell us that you are a good woman, you are not a good woman. Thank you. Nobody will put yourself in. Nobody is ready to put themselves in your shoe. When you go about that, we do work out. So the problem of this relationship majorly is character traits. Honestly. Character traits. Àwọn méjèèjì ò níwà, àwọn méjèèjì ò rẹni bí wọn lẹ́kọ̀ọ́, wọn ní etiquette, wọn ní manner, wọn ní decency. Because honestly, if you take time and look through it, there's really nothing serious that happens in this relationship that cannot be fixed. If you go ẹjọ́ ó ṣe kíní kan fún mi, ó ṣe kíní kan fún mi, your penis is not working, 20 of my friends have slept with her, this one, gbogbo yẹn àràbù ìdádé lórí ìdòwe ni. Gbogbo nǹkan tó ń sọ yẹn ṣé àwọn méjì ò mọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ nǹkan tó fẹ́ra wọn. But torí pé relationship a máa jà, máa ní issue. Before you marry this man, think in your heart, if I offend this person, aside from looking for the good stuff in a man or in a woman that you want to marry, anybody that you're in a relationship with and you are thinking of marrying, think about this. But the day I go wrong, because you are not Jesus Christ, you will go wrong. How does this person handle situation when he's upset? How will he treat me? Will he treat me as, oh, when you are good, you are my wife. When you are bad, fuck you. But I sleep bye. And they start from simple things. Little things. From notice when you are pleasing him, he's calling you Yawomi. The day you bought him gifts, the day he would lobby 3 rounds. First of all, anything that a man is saying, why knocking? Please delete them. It's not a statement. He doesn't even remember what he said to you. The day you did well to him, you impress him, what he called you is Yagomi. The day you did something that he doesn't like, he's calling you woman ye. Furao. Belotimbero. Aside from what you go, first of all, think of any eating bá ṣe báwo ló ṣe máa handle ẹ̀. Ẹni yìí tó bá bínú sí mi, ẹni yìí tí wọ́n mi bá sọ nǹkan tí ò like báwo ló ṣe máa handle ẹ̀. Some of you are listening to me now. You are dating a man that conveniently disrespect your parents. I mean, not in their face. Tí wàá jẹ́ wájọ́ wà nù létẹ̀ jọ́ sọ̀rọ̀. Ó ń bú yẹ pẹ̀lú rọrùn pẹ̀lú bàbá ẹ̀. Ó dẹ̀ ṣe proceed láti fẹ́. Ó dẹ̀ rò pé kò ní bú wọn face to face ìjọ kan. In fact, ọmọ àlè mi inú wa ní bóyá kó ló ń yí lórí ni. You are having your boyfriend now. Oh, rojọ́ dáadé like that. Oh, rojọ́ mọ́mí like that. Gbogbo ẹjọ́ àwọn àbúrò ẹ̀ gbogbo nǹkan táwọn àbúrò ẹ̀ ti ṣe like that sí ẹ ló ti sọ fún. Gbogbo nǹkan táwọn àǹtí ẹ̀ ti ṣe like that táwọn bọ̀dẹ́ ti like that ló ti rò fún. Òun mix ìkànkéré ìbànújẹ́ fún ara ẹ̀ for the future. You will now marry the man now. He has registered the impression in his head. Now he's giving your sister attitude. He's talking anyhow to your daddy. You are now saying, dude, so my daddy will not sorry. You have laid the precedents while you're in a relationship. In problem so many people. Enemy ẹni tó bá tara lé lọ́pọ̀ kò lè ríra lọ́wọ́n. You think it's a funny gist now. You are giving some stupid gist about your family to boyfriend. Doggy ti ba yé ẹlòmíì jẹ doggy bá tó wá di fún ẹ doggy báyìí o mọ̀kọ́ tó ń ṣe mọ́ rárá dábẹ́rẹ̀. Rádaràda ọ̀rọ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀. You are now forcing him now. You have family function now, you cannot go. If you have to go, you can't go with your husband because every time he is refusing it, you are now complaining. No, you are the problem. Test character. How does he handle unfriendly situation? How does he handle pressure? There are some men, they are a good man, they are a gentleman, they are a loving man until they are broke. Once he needs money like this, once he's pressured, everybody is in trouble. Everybody will suffer it. Gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ tẹ́ kan fi rẹ́rìn tó bá ṣe nísìn o lè gbàgbájú torí ẹ̀. Now you touching on my idea. Man, kí ló ṣe ìwọ tẹ̀ ní rògbò tẹ̀ ní lákàyè tẹ̀ ní. Wo ara kan mi o. A man that you cannot access once he's broke, problem ti bẹ̀rẹ̀. Test character. How does he spend the money? Ó ń gbé ẹ jáde nísìn ojoojúmọ́ ó ń jẹ àsún tí fún lọ́rùn ó ń jẹ àsún ó ń jẹ ẹja ẹ̀ gún bẹ́ẹ̀ tún lọ́gbọ̀n ó ń mú ọ́ríjì ó ń mú gbogbo ẹ̀ ó ń fi áàpù sálárì rà sún fún ẹ ó ń jẹ wọn mọ́ nínú oyún ni o. Every man knows. Every man knows that. Because men place price tag on women. Every man knows that if he's spending lavishly like this on you and you're enjoying it without saying, no, now slow down. Should he shake in? He's telling you want to pay some bill. You have not seen him pay it, but he's taking you to boat ride and you are going. Ó ti divide ààrẹ lọ. Bó o dẹ̀ fẹ́ rẹ̀, bó ṣe bá fi school fees àwọn ọmọ yín di àsun nìyẹn. Unfortunately, ìwà àti ẹ̀kọ́ lẹ́jọ́ máa jẹ́ àwọn ọmọ míì ni, àwọn ọmọ ọ̀rọ̀lẹ́ ayé. Test character, and the only way you can do that is to take baby step. Take baby step. The second to the last one. I'm going to leave very soon. No, how many you need one? Second to the last one. Don't make excuse for misbehavior. Can I say that again? In your relationship, don't make excuse. Let me rephrase it. Do you know, if you have to explain or advocate for your partner to your friends and family, then it's not worth it. That's not the person you should marry. No, but the rebel is a very nice person. What they call marry, they call the quick, and they go, you condense in the way. Can she be on bed? Oh, they're nice. So, Yanje, yeah, Onje. Trust me, you are the one that is not seeing well. Do not make excuses. I was talking to a lady recently. She's the one who is telling me her problem. Called my phone will tell me a situation about relationship, I listen closely and I would underline certain red flags. So after listening, I started addressing the red flag. And every time I mention something, she would say, no, Mr. Victor, kì í dẹ́n tí bẹ́ẹ̀ nǹkan kì í kọ́ bá ló fà tó fi ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ gbà yẹn. Then I would say something, she would say, although yẹn náà, èmi kàn wò pé kíní kan sọ ẹ̀mọ̀ yẹn ò tí ẹ ṣe big deal now. Okay. So after the whole thing in my head, and I'm like, so if you have excuses for all of his misbehavior, so what's the problem? Deal with it then. I mean, you might as well just deal with it. Because we have a marriage, you are patching up. So we go to patching, we will open up there. Because you see, if you take what you don't like now, there is a limit to human endurance. It's a question of time. You will be exhausted in marriage. To buy the marriage, do you know that legally you are guilty by default? Because if you tolerate it in a relationship and you don't want to be refusing it in marriage, you are not serious. You don't know what you are doing. You don't know what you are doing. Don't make excuses. Do not make excuses for bad behavior. Let's go back to our story. Unfortunately, they make themselves an example. If you see that like this and listen to, I don't know if everybody feels the way I feel. When I listen to Demola and listen to Faridah, wallahi, I am in the middle alone. It's so discomforting. Me just sitting like, it's difficult for me to support anyone over the other. Like, how many did they begin you working for leg band? Now, everything they said about each other, even Gomak makes them guilty. When I listened to Demola, it was Demola I listened to first. Just listening to him, I just said in my head, idiot in my boy, Sha. I just don't feel like it, but then rubbish don't so you know. By the time I listen to Faridah, listen to all the things she said in her story, and I'm like, are you daft? How do you do business and succeed if this is how your brain functions? Because it just sounded like you're an idiot. You know why? Because there are statements of something that sounds very premeditated. You complaining about what you know, what you agree to. You cannot sign a contract and have a problem with the deal. Okay, let me start from Demola. Demola said, that guy is a very useless one thing. He said, don't man for buy. Tori, me like it in la. Me like it in la. Don't ban doggy pack, don't buy there. That man is 57 years old. I felt embarrassed as a man. But that's not where I'm going. Till my neighbor was up mo disrespect to his face. I was like, my was up show òun lòun fẹ́ mọ ẹ tẹ́lẹ̀ ni ó lè wá fẹ́ ó tiẹ̀ tí wọ́n á bọ̀ wá máa bá sọ máa gbọ́ nínú yàrá mi. Wow. And that's when he now asked her, and then she now said, yes, I has dated the man before. And if I have 20 friends, she has dated at least 18 out of them. How do you know all of this and you still agree to marry her? Excuse me. How the hell do you know all of this and you still agree to marry her? Then she goes, Faridah olóògùn ni ó máa ń ṣògùn gan. Okay, ìgbà tó mọ̀ bórí ìṣàbù mi ni kí ló tó yẹ fẹ́ tí ó bá yẹ kó o fẹ́ dẹ̀rọ̀ rúbọ in the first place. Mo wá wálẹ̀ orí wa ń fọ́ mi ok bastard orí òfò ẹ̀ngbà tó tẹ̀wọ̀n dé tó nílé tó ń gbélé ẹ̀ tó ń jẹgbin oúnjẹ pánlá bó ṣe ń jẹgbin sísè ló ń jẹgbin tútù ẹ wá márì tán orí wa ń fọ́ everyday wá lọ sọ́dọ̀ doctor. Now this is the thing, the same person tó sọ pé lóògùn ní Faridah ṣé hospital náà ti sọ fún pé oògùn ló ń fọ́ lórí pé oògùn ni ló jẹ́ kórí máa fọ́ ṣé hospital náà sọ fún ṣé doctor ló sọ fún bẹ́ẹ̀ no wá ló wá jáde sí wọ́n wá sọ fún ẹ pé at the end of the day my brother olóògùn lẹ́yìn méjèèjì from even his own story ó yẹ wá sọ́dọ̀ sister ìgbà tí mo fẹ́ ó ti ẹ̀ ṣe kí nígbà wá dé ó dẹ̀ adé dẹ̀ dídé nígbà ó dẹ̀ súnmọ́ mi kò tí ẹ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀ òkú ẹ̀ ò ní dìde àwa lọ ràgbó a lọ ilé ìta lélẹ̀ ọmọ nǹkan tí kẹ̀yẹ́ ń ṣòpọ̀ o wá lọ ràgbó ilé tábìlẹ̀tì tá à ń lò lélẹ̀ nínú kan eléyìí àtúnlọ àwọn ilé ìtàn bá kọjá àgbà lọ́dọ̀ babaláwo mi mọ̀ pọ́n tún babaláwo èmi ò mọ̀ kí babaláwo máa ń ṣògùn lékólékó I heard it for the first time. Mo káwọn alágbo máa ń ṣe oògùn àwọn máa ń ṣe àgbo alẹ́ bọ̀ babaláwo tún ṣe lékólékó that was new to me. Okay excuse me sister ẹ ń fi Viagra gbogbo ẹ ń fi àgbo ẹ fi ń lo Viagra okó òdẹ̀lé. Now you went for what's it called IVF and they could not get sperm out of this man. This was before marriage and you went ahead and married him. Are you mad? Does it make sense to anybody? Does that even sound right? I don't know any woman that you will knock the first time and lule. You will try again to knock her another time and lule. I swear to God, she will block your number that day. She will block your number that day. Women don't have patience. There's something that vexes a woman that when you make her honey and then you now lule. You have committed murder. They can kill you. So we don't add up. But let me tell you what is this? What exactly happened? Is that when those things were happening, when those things were happening when you're in a relationship, the girl was making excuses for herself, was making excuses for the guy. Okay, don't be guy, but came back to my room, go back by girl, you clear to she fair. Go back me by don't talk me. I want to change. How? So you married her based on what she said, not what you are convinced. It's stupid. You are an adult. You are a grown-ass man. But because most time women, when the red flags are unfolding in relationship, you are making excuses for it. You are saying, torí pé kíní kan ni, or commander big pé. Torí pé kíní kan. Don't make excuses that will not favor you. Let me rephrase it in another way, which is how I'm going to keep it. Be jealous about your future when you're in a relationship. Be greedy about your future. Love and care for him, but my sister, don't care for him more than yourself. In fact, Bible says, love your neighbor as yourself. That means the standard at which you will love your neighbor is how you love yourself. So you will be an idiot if you are loving your boyfriend more than yourself. You will see clearly that this thing will not favor you, but your desperation is still making you to continue. You are now using so many nonsense to make excuses for him. You are covering him. Now you are saying, that me what idiot. You are covering it. They ask you in the house now, what does your boyfriend do for a living? You are lying. You will use your money to buy ring for yourself and engage yourself. And still do video and say, oh my God. The ring that you bought and gave to him to give to you. Paranga that you use your hand to call. You use your money to invite. Dinner that you went to that you are the one paying for the food. And then apparently you now knelt down. And I say, oh my God. Oh, stop now. Like, serious, is it a prank? Oh, are you in share? Don't sing with you. But guess what? What does he do for a living? Even you don't know. But if they ask you, you will lie. What does your husband do? You say he's a contractor. What does he contract? Contractor at what? What is he doing? What is he selling? Wèrè oníṣẹ́ kò níṣẹ́ náà ni. Ó ń ṣe journeyman, ó ń ṣe run around ìbámu rẹ̀. Kò níṣẹ́. Is into real estate? Oh, idiot ni ẹ. Èèyàn tó ń ṣe marketer tó ń dọ́ ẹgbẹ́ wọn kọ́ lọ́gbẹ́ tó bá tàdé máa fún ẹ ní 3%. You are saying he's a real estate, he's into real estate. He's not into real estate, he's a marketer. You are packaging what is gbogbo àwọn tó ń parọ́ fún yẹn wọn ní gbàgbé ìwọ ni. Don't make excuses. Because everybody will ask Faridah, ṣé bó mọ̀ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ iṣẹ́ ẹ̀dẹ́ ni? Ṣé bó mọ̀ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ níṣẹ́ kò nílé? Kí ló sún ẹ, kí ló láì, kí ló rí láàrẹ̀ tó fi fẹ́? Mọ̀ ó mọ irú àwé wọn máa ta mọ́tò, kó máa talé, àwa ṣe kíní kan. Tó bá yẹ pé ọ̀rọ̀ wọn sì wò tó yí 50 million tó lóhùn fẹ́ fún yẹn, tó fún bàbá yẹn ní 50 million, tí ọmọ yẹn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣe bísíǹsì ilé títà yẹn lóòótọ́. Kò ní sọ pé òun fún 50 million. Á sọ pé ọkọ òun kan nàjàgà báà ní òun ló máa sọ fáwọn ọ̀rẹ́ o. You know, ṣé àwọn kékeré lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí wọ́n ní àṣìṣe gbọ́ pé I gave you 50 million. We have seen people here who will go and rent car in car dealership and do a whole video and say, my husband gave me a brand new car. Oh. Wèrè tí ò níṣẹ́. Ọkọ tó ń bọ̀. For how long ló máa fi tán ra ẹ̀? Do not make excuses. If it doesn't work for you, if it's not going to favor you, walk away from it. It doesn't, and you know why people do those things? Because you don't want to be embarrassed. Embarrassed at what? You think it is embarrassing if you now find out so. See, life happens. You can like somebody so well, and you start to date him, and along the line, you are seeing surprises. Why are you not covering it? Oh, because everybody now already congratulating you, and they're expecting that you will soon say that should be. Okay, at this point, you now find surprises. Walk the hell away. So now you don't want to be embarrassed, but you rather be destroyed. Abby? You don't want to be embarrassed, but you rather mortgage your own future. Finally and lastly, which is a derivation of this last one, is this. Don't you ever be obligated in a relationship that you cannot walk away. Don't you ever in your mind ever think that we have gone too far to look back. We cannot break up. No, rubbish talk, no. I don't care whether you have print IV, you have sent it to 1,000 people. If God still give you the opportunity to see something that will break your back, my sister, walk. This is the problem with so many of you. You act married while single, and then you will start living single while married. Most times, if you begin to take wife obligation as a girlfriend, You are living married while you are single. You will end up being single while you are married. I promise you. Don't you ever feel too obligated to remain in a relationship, to think that, oh, you now see something that will not work for your future and you cannot walk away. Let's go back to the story of these people. Faridah, maybe even though our intentions were horrible, they decided to get married. Whether it's a conscious decision or it's an unconscious decision, when they are planning wedding, there were so many red flags. Truths were coming up about this guy. Facts were coming up. But because Faridah, aláramabálẹ̀, ó ti bá ìjà, ó ti bá bí ìjà, wọ́n ti ṣe pepper dem gang, she ended up still continuing with the wedding so that she will not be mugged by her sworn enemy or ex-friend who they fought over this guy. Would you rather have one person mock you now than being the ridicule of the whole social media? Mo ti mú lọlé, mo ti fi hàn dáàdì mi tí mọ̀mọ́ mi ti mọ̀, and that's why you are seeing red flag. You are looking away. You are thinking that it will change. One place you should never use faith in your life is relationship. Faith doesn't work in marriage. It means ẹ̀pọ̀nú lè gbé nù yín, ẹ̀tún fọkùn mi ṣe prayer points. Olúwa Ọlọ́run ìyanu, ìyẹn boyfriend, pray for your husband. It's okay. In fact, it is good. Boyfriend, ṣé o dance ni? Olúwa mo fi kúnlé síwájú ẹ, Ọlọ́run yìí lọ́kàn padà, ẹni tí ó ti fẹ́. Yíbo ni, àbọ́lọ́run ti yìí ni. Olúwa gbogbo ìfẹ́kúfẹ́, gbogbo obìnrin àjèjì. Obìnrin àjèjì ni wọ́n náà, ó mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn ọ̀gán lóbìnrin àjèjì, ó jẹ́ má ṣe pé para ẹ̀. Má lọ gbàdúrà tó máa ṣiṣẹ́ lórí ẹ̀. Ẹlẹ́sìn Olúwa gbogbo obìnrin àjòjì tí ó jẹ́ kí kúnlé lójú ráyè láti settle down, láti ṣe kíní kan. Olúwa bá mi lù wọ́n pa, bá mi bá tí wọ́n dé. Nǹkan ìgbéra iṣẹ́ pè ní because ó lè jẹ́wọ́ lóbìnrin àjèjì o. More view, you don't know where they place you because you are not taking baby step. And I love to tell you a funny story. Very funny story. But I'll save it for later. You are here. Kò ṣépè fún side chick kan. Ó bá mi fọ́kọ. Ẹni tí ó ti fẹ́. Bẹ́ẹ̀ onígẹ̀ kan tó ń yàn lálẹ́. Kí ló mean by that? Ó mọ̀ bóyá ó di side chick. Ó mọ̀ bóyá ó lálẹ́. They play. I don't care how intimate you have been. I don't care how close you've been. At any point that you feel like your future is not secure, walk away. Because a broken relationship is better and safer than a broken marriage. I know for a fact that lady at some point got tired. In fact, if you read the countenance of the guy on the wedding day, you can see that fear was shooting all over him like this. Fear. Or that be console you see another planet. You judging on everybody like this. Be anchor while the wedding. I'm telling you. He knew that today will happen. He knew for a fact because he has seen everything that he doesn't like. But they both felt obligated that they have to continue. They have to go ahead and still do it. This is how they bring themselves into a global embarrassment like this. Like I said, if you have to explain yourself, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. My submission is this. For them, I hope they get over it. there's any other thing that I can say is this. When you are walking away, once you find out that this is not it, my sister, my brother, walk away slowly, quietly, and gently. Somebody you dated before, he is not working with you. You don't have to be any. Why do you people always think that you have to fight somebody? If I had you, my dad, more if I had you, if I had you, my dad, she won't be me. If I had you, walk slowly. Why do you think you have to be an enemy? So, see, let me tell you. I don't care how bad you talk about your ex-husband, how bad you talk about your ex-wife. You see, if you say 10 things to people about somebody you dated before, or your ex-husband, or your ex-boyfriend, there's a percentage of it, the person that listens to you, that is seen in you on the spot. Because to bá sọ fún mi pé o fẹ́ bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn olórí burúkú gbáà ni ìyá jẹ mí bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn ó ṣe lè. In my head I'm thinking, níbo ti pàdé wèrè tẹ́ ẹ bá ní nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ fi jọra yín. Do you understand? Every time you say ill or you attack or you do all those things, the way people break up with fights, you are directing yourself in a way. Me, as a person, I have exes that I feel embarrassed. Even me, when I sit down and look at them today and I'm like, it embarrasses me to even remember that I dated them before. Don't talk of me now broadcasting that kind of a thing. I don't have any else I'll be talking. Anybody that has passed through you, mind how you attack them or talk nonsense about them. Because my foshe ye and do the back there no they pay really work or winning. Because there's a portion of you that is in them, and the portion of them that is in you. Work out quietly. Kó gbà, kó dìjà. Báwo ni ò bá ṣe dùn tó? Báwo ni ò bá ṣe rọrùn tó? Kó jẹ́ pé break up Faridah àti Demola yìí was just a rumor and speculation. Do you know that the only person that cast this story online is them themselves? It was rumored like a day or two before. We no go believe. Show thought the show we will not, and even if we believe we will not have details. There will be nothing to blog about. Farah, ni mo boy di for sórí internet. Tí mo ṣe ní nǹkan àbá ìmọ̀ boy ṣe báyìí. Next thing, Faridah ti wà online. Wọ́n ti dópa, ó ṣe kíní kan, ó ṣe oògùn, mo rí gbálá bẹ́ẹ̀. Èèyàn máa fi àdúrà àgbo yẹn oríṣiríṣi origin kíní computers títí kò gun babaláwo wàá máa fi lo Viagra òun fi alẹ́ òfin lo Viagra olúwa lórí ń sún every time orí ò bá fẹ́ fọ ẹ̀ pa kì í ṣe oògùn kì í ṣe ayé ló ń fọ ẹ lórí ìlòkulò wèrè tó ń lò ní ó mọ iye spirit tó wà lára òun nìkan ni lórí kókó líle iná lẹ́yìn invest àdúgbò investment yẹn òun lo oríṣiríṣi pill oríṣiríṣi wà ń lò má gbó ẹ̀kú wọ́n ti pa bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn tó bá kọsẹ̀ pé ìwà yẹn tó bá ṣubú ó kú dànù nìyẹn bó ṣe wà yẹn kó check àgẹ̀sì hospital ni kì í ṣoògùn kì í ṣe pé gẹ̀yẹ́ ṣoògùn àbí gẹ̀yẹ́ ṣe kankan sí àbí ayé ń ṣe ọlọ́mọdé ẹ̀gẹ́ ọ̀bọ náà tẹ̀lé kú nìyẹn wọ́n máa sọ pé gẹ̀yẹ́ ló pa ni kídìnì mélòó lo ní tó ń ká dúró kẹ́míkà yẹn sára. It would have just been a mere rumor. We will not have details. Gbogbo details ẹnì kankan ò mọ̀. Àwọn ibi ilé ẹ̀kọ́ ra wọn síta bí ọjọ́ mẹ́jọ. Èdè kóra èdè sára yín síta bí pátá. Do not burn bridges. Ẹni yóò dá sí eléyìí. Ó lè jẹ́ kọ́kọ́rọ́ àṣeyọrí ẹ lọ́la. Did you hear that? It's not good today. It can be your meal ticket tomorrow. Even if it's not, don't burn bridges. You can break up with that. Okay, go back. Even if I gave you everything, I gave you my body. Plywood will let me find back to give body. Kí ló máa ń ṣe yín náà? Owó ní self-hype. Everything I did for who ask you to do it? Anything you will do now, that if the relationship did not work tomorrow, you will be feeling like you are being duped. Don't do it, oh. To write that because you need that nothing, oh. And I'll be on the magistrate, oh. You were not at gunpoint when you are doing own salary anything, obi say panla atefo, oun say gbin. Oun say lọ fún bí o fẹ́ lọ́la kò sí nǹkan tí ó ṣẹlẹ̀ o. So nǹkan tó máa ṣe lé ní tó ẹgbẹ́ tí relationship yóò bá work lọ́la wà máa regret wà máa feel bó ti lose. Only kó máa ṣàwọn couple of things tó ti enjoy gan. O ti ṣe deep throat ọgbọ̀n o ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ òun ló gbẹ́ gbogbo ẹ̀ wọ́n ti fi síwájú wọ́n ti fi sẹ́yìn torí kò lè satisfy you think you can satisfy a man they play. Wọ́n á fi ẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ́la ní ìsìn wọ́n ti dá gbogbo ẹ̀pọ̀ mọ́ra wọn wọ́n á ń ṣe nǹkan tí ọ̀pọ̀ yẹn ń lò lára mi. Ọlọ́run wọ́n á ń ṣe àdàbí kó àdá ni òun ṣẹ́yìn kìíní òun ṣẹ́yìn kejì ní ìsìn ó ti ṣẹ́yìn bíi 16. Ó wá padà mú bọ̀ kò fẹ́ wọ́n á ṣàdàbí adábí ò ní dá nọ́tì o adábí ò ní dá o. Whatever you are going to do as sacrifice in a relationship that you will now cry or feel cheated or depressed if the relationship, because you see nothing says any relationship will work. About this introduction. Anybody is not obligated to anybody. You are not married until you are married. Stop acting wife when you are just a girlfriend. There is no banding. Nothing is banding. Don't feel obligated. Don't feel too committed to think that you cannot go back. And when you are going back, go slowly. Because that man commit too much into it. You don't mind the relationship in your work. One feel like it is the end of the world, your life will crumble. I see things that they are funny. Maybe but torí pé o ti gbé gbogbo ayé ẹ sí ọwọ́ ẹ̀ sọ́wọ́ èèyàn àtìlẹ́yìn tó gbé gbogbo ìyẹn tá à sí abẹ́ fún báyìí tó jẹ́ pọ́pọ́ boyfriend ló fi sí ọ̀rẹ́ rẹ̀ wá fi gbogbo asset bàbá ẹ̀ ó lọ fi furnish ara ẹ̀ ó lọ fi move on fi fẹ́ lòmíì ó wà ń ṣe àdàbí àdàbí náà gọ̀ ṣé àdàbí náà bá rí bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn tóun náà nílò ẹ̀ àdàbí gan ask àwọn ẹ̀ tó wà dẹ́rẹ́ ohun náà ló wà ní ìṣú. Don't put too much that you know, so that if you don't work, yes, you will feel like you wasted your time, but it is easy for you to move on. Oh, they cast your get it below, move on slowly, move on quietly. Let me tell you another side to all this noisy breakup. So to bá rò bó ń ṣe ẹnìkan tó rò ń pariwo bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn gbá wa ló ṣe gbogbo àwọn tí ò mọ̀ gbàtẹ́ wà relationship gbogbo àwọn tí ò mọ̀ gbàtẹ́ fẹ́ra yín ó ti pé gbá ó ti pagbọ̀n you know say gbogbo ó dùn mí ni. You are calling everybody. Okay, you say you don't want to marry this person again. So why are you reporting him? For them to do what? Beat him or talk to him to come and beg you? I don't get. Now, the sign that you don't know is that when you break up and you are creating a sin, now you have lost this relationship. You are now investing in making sure that you don't get another one. Because there's no man that witnessed this kind of drama that will want to be with you. Men stick together when it comes to their mind. Even though they feel like this man wronged you, they still feel like your reaction is weird. Because you see, there is no explanation for misbehavior. Yes, the man did you dirty. But if you have the capacity to do this kind of evil, as a man, you think I want to come and meet you? Man, to beg the dinner future, to repay your cohort here, creating a sin. Do you know that it takes God to actually wake one man up to say, Faridah is your wife, go and marry her, for her to see her husband again? But look what she is. Torí mi mọ̀ tọkùnrin yẹn ti fẹ́ wá mi mọ̀ bóyá ọkùnrin yẹn ti fẹ́ dàrú tó tó máa wò pé òun jẹ́ ìnú ìfẹ́ wẹ́ ó lè rẹ tó kàn fẹ́ tó kàn bóyá ìlàjì kan tó kàn ti ní àbí mẹ́ta tó kàn fẹ́ fi síbẹ̀ tó kàn fẹ́ for status for social status but to find genuine love a man that his brain is working means àwọn ti dílà o I'm not talking of you can possibly get men that is looking for survival men to ẹgbẹ́ òun ló máa bọ̀ but real man it will be hard it takes God for her to find a true man a real man a sensible man that will actually find value in her. And I really think she's an amazing lady. I really think that she's an amazing lady. Because I can't go. Dude, we did everything and it just didn't work. Ask people who are close to me. People have asked me, oh, boy, somebody said, you are a very good guy. But what happened to your ex-wife? Why did your marriage not work? I barely tell anybody specific. In fact, some people are close to me with them with it. I will even tell you, I might even be the problem. I just say it's not. It just didn't work out. There's so many things didn't work out. I will barely be telling you specific stories. And in telling you, if I have to tell you, I will tell you my flaws too. The person said, oh, you are a good guy. You are so full of wisdom. How can any man's... The person said, no. I say, oh, and I laugh. I said, I'm not who I used to be. Maybe if I know this much, then I don't think it will work, but maybe it will have worked. To every relationship that did not work, there is a sheer blame to left and right. So don't let you people like sympathy. What do you need sympathy for? Oh, so a form association of angry women, association of bitter women, or association of useless men. To not be saying, I won't be saying, I won't be America. Oh, I won't be UK. Saving one. You can be ex, you can wear your when you come out if I bet you are sharing. Wow, ọkùnrin olórí burúkú dáadé náà. Tó bá rọ́ọ̀kì báyìí, tó bá rédíò báyìí, ṣé ní kó pa ẹjọ́ adẹ́sùn èdè. What do you need all those gang sympathy for? Walk away slowly. Life is ahead of you. No man is a determinant to your future. No man holds the key to your happiness. If it doesn't work, be happy. It means God is saving you from problem now, and you are crying that relationship is not working. You are crying over what is actually a deliverance. Some relationship, hear me. Maybe God is talking to somebody. That relationship that did not work, that you are still grieving about. In reality, it is a deliverance from God. God brings you out of a problem that would have claimed your life. But you did not know, you are crying. There's so many of you. Maybe somebody listening to me now. You are holding on to what God is trying to take away from you. Do not hold on to what God is trying to take away from you. If it's not working, don't work it. Leave it. There's nothing like a relationship is complicated. Your life will be complicated. Is that the relationship is working or it's not working? Nobody is complicated. It's not a relationship. Walk away. Let God fix you. Let God furnish you. Don't force it. I rest my case. He did not strike a mistake. Somebody asked a question the other time and I skipped it. I forgot it. Okay, yes, I found it. If you have questions or you're calling it, the number to calling is on the screen. I might just take one or two before I leave. I want to ask a question. I have a single mother so close to me. Got into a relationship with someone, but after some time, she wasn't taking the person serious. Okay? She wasn't taking the person serious because it was just a casual relationship. For the past 7 months, the man is now disturbing her that he wants something more serious. In fact, the man wants to meet her parents. He said he wants to talk to the parent that he wants to marry her and will take care of her. She's the one now running away from the man. From the man. The relationship is okay. Let me read it from here. Oh, the question did not finish. So I don't know why it's not showing everything. Let me see if I can see it from here. Maybe I don't know. I can't read everything. He said the relationship is no, it's not this one I'm looking for. If anybody can read the rest of that story, that question. It's not showing everything for me. Just say the relationship is because I've not seen the question. Let me see if I can pin it. Boya Mali Rikabe. And I man pin comments in it, Joe. Oh God. Whoever asked that question, can you repeat the question so I can see it? Uh, more. Can you ask that question again if it's possible? I cannot see it. I can take questions, contributions for another 15 minutes and then we'll leave. If there is none, I'll be out of here. Contributions, questions, you can type in, but you can call in if you want to. The number to call in is right on your screen. I'll see you again possibly, I'm not sure, maybe within the week, but definitely on Saturday. But I want to be seeing if I can do like 1 hour, maybe in the midweek, and then we have a good one by the weekend. I work in the afternoon, so I have time in the morning. Oh, my favorite Nigeria, UK, but my American audience will not find that very funny because I'm going to be doing it like 10 a.m., you know. Yes, do we have one? Oh, okay. Let me see if I can. But the man pin comment, Joe, the pin comment here. It's just a relationship is. Can anybody read all of it? Esther Makinde, can you ask the question again? Maybe I can get to see it. And I saw it the other time. I said I would come back to it, but I forgot. Maybe she's still there anymore. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you see the purpose of it is not just to gossip about people. The purpose of us having this dialogue is for us to be able to rub minds, and I just hope and believe that somebody gets something significant today. I believe that out of it, there are some of us that my prayer every time I come online is that God take hold of my words and my utterances and actually pass a direct message to someone listening. And we've seen amazing feedbacks and testimonies like that. So I believe that God is reaching out to somebody, God is giving somebody an awakening, and that will bring about your deliverance. And it goes well. This morning I woke up and a prayer came to my mind, and I want to pray it for you as I leave. May God not use you as an example of evil, but that's not the prayer. This is the prayer. Any problem at all that will befall you and give your enemy mouth to talk, may God never let you see that kind of a problem. That's one. Ọlọ́run ò dẹ̀ ní fi wá ṣe sábàbí aburú. God will not use you to do ẹ̀sìn tó síwájú, ẹ̀sìn iwájú tó jì sí kòtò, ó ń kára ìlú lọ́gbọ́n. May God not use you as president of evil. Ọlọ́run ò ní fọ́ta lọ́rọ̀ sọ. Because I think about it. I see so many people analyzing this show, talking this one, supporting this and against this one, analyzing this, attacking. And I said, tí yàrá bá gbé ní ṣọ́lẹ̀, kékeré máa ń gorí ẹ̀ ni. Àtẹni tó Faridah, àtẹni tí ò tó, àtẹni tó jẹ́ pé kò lè kó bàtà ẹsẹ̀ ẹ̀. Everybody suddenly become an analyst. Àtẹni tí ò ní relationship, èèyàn tí ò marry látàrí ìdálẹ́ rí. Tí ò rẹ ẹlòmíì kò rẹ́ni pé ní àìló in the last 5 years. Ẹlòmíì tó yẹ pé tó máa fi kú kò lè amount to 10% nìkan tó lọ́ọ́ ti ṣe fún bèbí ẹ̀. Everybody ti wá lẹ́nu ọ̀rọ̀ láti máa ṣe ó mess up, ó ṣe, ó hà, ó ṣe. Ọlọ́run ò ní fọ́ta yín lẹ́nu ọ̀rọ̀. Àtẹni tó ní sense, àtẹni tí ò ní sense, everybody suddenly have an idea. Because when a man falls on the ground, anybody can spit on him. But when he's on his feet, they can't even get to his face, not to talk or spit on him. I felt sad. I see so many reactions and I said, some of them are praying all their life, but all they are praying for is for them to be half of Faridah. But now, nǹkan tó ṣe ti ṣe, ó ti wá dá lágbàdo adìyẹ. Ìwọ̀sí mélòó ló fẹ́ kọ̀? Mélòó ló fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀? May God not make you a president of evil. May God not allow evil befall you that will cause your enemy to have a voice over you. May the wisdom of God direct your path. The light of God order your step. Ẹni ṣìṣe, ẹni kọsẹ̀, ẹni ṣubú. Ọlọ́run ò ní fi yín sí páńpẹ́ ọ̀tá. Kò ní fi yín ṣẹ̀sín lójú abínú ẹni. Ìṣòro tí ń mú ní di ọ̀dẹ̀ láti fi tí ò fi ní lẹ́nu ọ̀rọ̀. Àjálù tó máa ń dé báyọ̀ jẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ máa sọ pé ṣé ìwọ náà ò rí ni? Somebody that can build business from scratch to get to that kind of empire that girl owns. You think she doesn't have common sense? You think she's not a smart woman? But tó bá ti dé bá ní èèyàn ò kí ń mọ̀ ọ́ ṣe mọ́. Gbogbo ogun tó ń sọ ní aláìmọ̀ ṣe. Ọlọ́run á yà yín yá. Ìrànwọ́ Ọlọ́run, that help, that light of God that will open your eyes for you to be able to avert evil. May the light of God shine on you. That person that is in a state of confusion right now, I don't know what to do. Am I supposed to go on? Am I supposed to move back? I'm not too sure. It's looking right, but I'm just having a fear. May God illuminate your paths. May God open your eyes to see the light of God, for you to see the truth. Every question in your mind, God will answer it. God will roll away your fears. He will give you strength. There's some people, you already know this is not right. You already know this is not going to work for you, but you're having fears. You are afraid of what will happen next. What if I close this door? Will I ever open another door? May God give you courage. May God give you strength. May He give you help. Some people, they are stuck in an unhealthy relationship. You know it's not healthy. You know it's not going to work well, but you just feel stuck. Maybe financially, maybe emotionally, maybe mentally. How will I say this one? No. May God give you strength. May He hold your hands and walk you through the light, so that you will not fall and become a president of evil. God bless you. I'll see you again next time. Enjoy the rest of the weekend and have a blessed and fantastic week. This week, you will be exceptional. You will walk in the light of God. God will order your step to the right place at the right time. You will make profits. Loss and disaster is cancelled. You will make significance this week. Irrespective of what the statistics says, you will make profits. This week will be significant for you. God bless you. Enjoy the rest of your night.